Hello, my friends. We all know the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale is currently going on, and so today I wanted to share with you a couple of products that I've picked up during this sale. Now, unlike a lot of other people, or I shouldn't say it that way because it makes it sound like I'm like judgy. I don't care what you spend during this sale, but I personally don't really tend to go crazy during this sale. There's a few things that I had my eye on and thought, okay, that's a great price. I'm going to go ahead and pick them up, but this is not going to be hordes and hordes of candles or body care, hand soaps. I am just simply sharing with you items that caught my eye, items that I was excited to pick up at a good price. And so I'm hoping that this won't be too terribly long, but we shall see. Just a quick welcome if you are new to my channel. Hi, I'm Katie. I like to talk about predominantly home fragrance and a little bit of beauty here on my channel. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for more of my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you head on out of here. But let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and see what I have purchased. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with a couple of hand soaps. Now, I have kind of gotten away from purchasing a lot of Bath & Body Works hand soaps. I've just recently started repurchasing them because honestly, I would pick up hand soaps in those big 4-packs at Costco, and those seem to do pretty well for my house. But I did find myself, you know, slowly trickling back in to Bath & Body Works for some hand soaps, predominantly because my younger kids, or not that they're that young anymore, but my children love the foaming hand soaps. It just really helps them clean their hands a little bit better. So I picked up a couple of soaps. The first one here that I got is Terracotta Canyon. Now these soaps were 50% off, which honestly, I don't really think is that great of a deal. I think they still come out to like $3 and some change. Let me see if the fragrance notes, the fragrance notes are listed on here. Golden Amber, Desert Jasmine, and Warm Sandalwood. Now, I live in Arizona, so of course, anything with a desert vibe fits right into the motif around here. And I love this scent. I actually bought this as like a fall transitional scent. So this is a soap that I will likely put out in the month of August, you know, when I'm kind of over all of the tropical scents. It's very warm. I do get some of that sandalwood in here and the amber. It's not super floral with the jasmine. So I think that I will really enjoy that one come August. And then another one that I picked up is one of their blends collection. This is Kitchen Lemon and Honolulu Sun. The fragrance notes on this are zesty lemon, island coconut, and driftwood. Now this is like perfect for this time of year, tropical, sunny. Oh yeah, you get that that lemon in here, but I do smell the coconut as well. It's a beautiful blend. This was probably my favorite one of the blend collection that they came out with for the hand soaps. So of course I picked that up in another foaming style. And then let's see, what is this one? Sweet Sandalwood, which is funny that I gravitated towards this, but there was a huge display of this. I think the store that I visited had a bunch of these in stock, and so I was just intrigued. The color of the packaging is kind of pretty. It's this like blushy rose color. So the fragrance notes on this are creamy vanilla, sugarcane, and rich sandalwood. So it's pretty basic. And again, yeah, this is another scent that I like. It's clean, a little bit musky and earthy, but there's a little bit of sweetness to it, which I think is that vanilla in here. Again, another one that I plan to put out in the month of August. I'm very funny, you guys will pick up on this if you're new. I am very seasonal about things, and even I'm finding myself getting even worse about being seasonal. Like I like certain things by month. So August is typically a time where I will be going into my transitional scents where I'm done. I'm feeling pretty over lime and coconut and fruity and banana, and I start to get like done with that, but I'm not yet quite ready for all of the apple and pumpkin and whatnot. So I find that I start gravitating towards kind of like earthy scents in that month. And so anyways, I'm just a little bit weird like that. All right, and the final hand soap that I picked up was Mango Mai Tai. Now this is in one of the, what are they? This, unlike the other ones, this is not the foaming hand soap. This is the cleansing gel hand soap. The fragrance notes on this are mango nectar, sun-kissed grapefruit, and sugarcane. This is a very sweet fragrance. Very, very sweet. Like, if you don't like sweet fragrances, you won't like this one, but this one smells just like a tropical drink in a hand wash. So those are the hand soaps that I picked up. Let's go ahead and talk about the body care. So Let me see, what one am I going to start with first? I'm going to start with a fragrance that actually a friend of mine had bought when we went in store. This was probably way back in, it was back at the end of February because we went for my daughter's little birthday thing. She wanted to take a friend shopping, and her daughter, my friend's daughter, is my daughter's friend that she decided to take. So we went into Bath & Body Works, and I think it was like one of their buy three, get three. So we had split that transaction, and I remembered my friend picked up this scent. She really liked it. So this I picked up was Poppy. This was on the, was it the, no, it wasn't the 75% off table, but it was, I want to say $3.95. And the fragrance notes on this are fresh morning dew, wild poppies, sugared rhubarb, and juicy pear. So I remembered smelling this and really liking it. It's sweet, but a little bit floral. This to me is like a late springtime fragrance. So this is one that I will probably put aside until next spring. I might bust it out a little bit over the summer here if I get tired of all of the tropical scents that I have been using recently, but I went ahead and purchased this. I am somebody that prefers the body creams over the lotions. I don't find that the lotions are moisturizing enough for me, but I do like a body cream, particularly at night after I shower. I like to have something that lends me a little bit of fragrance, but is also just sealing in that moisture. Again, I live in a very hot and dry climate, dry most of the year. And so the creams, my skin just sucks it up, loves it. Some of the quote unquote masculine collection at Bath & Body Works really appeals to me. And the reason I picked up a lot of these is not only because I like a lot of these fragrances, but my 14-year-old daughter tends to like a lot of these, so we tend to share them. The first fragrance that I picked up is Citrus and Cedar in the body cream. Now the fragrance notes on this are, well, what does it say here? It doesn't say, it just says a crisp, woodsy fragrance inspired by sun-ripened citrus and cedar wood. Sorry, sometimes they print the notes on here, but apparently not on this one. So this is a body cream. I really love this. This, I definitely get that cedar wood in here, but there is a slight sweetness of citrus behind it. Now this is not an overtly citrus smell. I wouldn't smell this like on somebody and be like, oh wow, you're wearing an orange body cream, or you're wearing a lemon type of body cream. Oh, it smells so good. It's very clean and fresh. Oh, I love this one. Really, really good. And then another fragrance from the men's care line, or I don't know, is it a men's care line? I feel like it's marketed to men, but clearly I'm a woman buying it, so you can just buy whatever you want and wear whatever you want. This is Mahogany Coconut. Let's see, it says that it's a creamy, woodsy fragrance inspired by classic mahogany with a tropical twist. So again, this one's a little bit heavier than the Citrus and Cedar. The Citrus and Cedar, I feel like you can still get it, or Citrus and Cedar. I feel like you can get away with wearing that in the summertime because there's still like a lightness to this. This is a little bit heavier, but instead of it being like the dark mahogany type of that richness to it, there is that coconut lends a little bit of sweetness and airiness to it. I really, really like this one. My daughter, the minute she smelled this one, she's like, thank you, that will be mine. And then two fragrances that I don't really see myself wearing yet, but I do see myself wearing them in the winter time. This one is Black Tide. Now, I almost picked up the cologne for this online, and then I think it went out of stock. I can't remember. This is a combination of an online order and an order that I picked up in store. So let's see, Black Tide. The fragrance notes they do have listed here are aromatic sage, dark tonka bean, and rich sandalwood. This one is good. Now this is very traditionally masculine. Like if my husband smelled like this all the time, I would not complain. This smells good. I want to smell like this. You definitely get some of that tonka bean in here, the richness of a sandalwood, aromatic sage. I don't know. This just smells like a very clean, sophisticated man. Really, really love that. And then another fragrance that I picked up, and this actually was only 50% off at my store. It was ringing up for like $8.75, but I figured that was still a decent enough deal because I really like this scent. This is Vanilla and Palo Santo. So let's see, it says that a warm, smooth fragrance inspired by creamy sandalwood and comforting vanilla. So apparently I'm into sandalwood these days because I'm noticing that that's like a reoccurring fragrance note in a lot of these scents. Oh, this one's so good, you guys. All right, so I bought the Palo Santo Vanilla Candle, which, by the way, if that one is available in your stores, I can't remember if it's still available online, but if you see that one in your stores, snatch it up, grab it. It is beautiful. This is a beautiful fragrance because you get the sweetness of vanilla in here, but Palo Santo is a very clean, almost spa-like, but not eucalyptus or minty type of fragrance. It's very earthy, not patchouli earthy. It's kind of resinous. Oh, it's so good. I love the candle. In fact, I was burning it last night. This smells lovely, and I actually plan to use this more in like fall and winter. I would like to pair it possibly with, I like, what's the fragrance that I love the most? I love Replicas. I love By the Fireplace, but there's another one. Which one? Oh, Whispers in the Library. Kind of like that earthy tobacco type of fragrance. So if you like scents like that, I think that you would really like that vanilla and Palo Santo. All right, and of course, I am, well, let me out myself here. I am 38 years old. So I was a teenager in the late 90s. I graduated high school in the early 2000s. And so when Bath & Body Works said that they were going to be bringing back a lot of the 90s classics for this SAS, my little inner teenage heart was so excited. So I did end up picking up 4 of the throwback fragrances that they have brought back for this sale. The first one is Plumeria, which the packaging on this is beautiful. The fragrance notes of Plumeria are pink plumeria, peach nectar, red apple, night blooming jasmine, and gardenia petals. So this is a very sweet floral fragrance. Oh my goodness, you guys, when I smell this again, I'm like, I was transported right back to like 8th grade. I remember wearing this, and not only was I wearing it, like all the girls were wearing this scent. It's extremely sweet and floral. It is not a very soft fragrance. It is not one that you're just going to be like, oh, this is a sweet little skin scent. This is a powerhouse fragrance. It smells just as potent and just as memorable as I remember it being. So I was really happy to add that to my collection. Again, it's probably not one I'm going to wear all of the time, but it's just, I feel like these 4 scents are ones that I just wanted to have. I'm probably not going to wear them all the time, but I just wanted them for the memories. Another fragrance that I really like, and I honestly feel like this is one of the more sophisticated scents of the throwback 90s ones. This is White Tea and Ginger. Now the packaging, again, I think is really pretty on this. The fragrance notes are white tea leaves, sparkling yuzu, fresh bergamot, geranium petals, and a hint of ginger. This one is very clean fragrance to me. There's a slight floralness to this. So like Plumeria is very sweet floral. I think a lot of us are familiar with what these scents smell like, but there's always the chance that somebody has never smelled these. There's plenty of Bath & Body Works displays where you could probably go in and smell them, but I really like this one. This is like a clean floral. Again, another fragrance that's more springtime for me, but I definitely wanted to have it in my collection. Juniper Breeze is back. The fragrance notes are juniper leaves, green apple, blue jasmine, fresh woods, and dewy musk. And again, I remember this one. Now it's funny, I feel like I don't recall wearing this as much, but I did have some good friends who wore this. I'm laughing because they say that scent is the, the sense that is most tied to triggering memory, that like olfactory nerve, like it triggers memories for you. And so it's funny, when I smell these things, I can picture faces, I can picture places where I was. And so the Plumeria reminds me of when I was in 8th grade. Juniper Breeze reminds me of when I went to youth group camp between my 8th grade and freshman year of high school, because I remember quite a few of the girls wore this scent. Again, it's a clean scent. It's very nice. You would think like juniper that it might be like astringent or potent, but it's really not. It's a very clean fragrance, softer, not as smack you in the face as say Plumeria. And then of course, like every good late 90s teenager, the final fragrance that they bought back. And I know that not everybody loves this scent, but you better believe my little 14-year-old self was wearing this, could not get enough of it. Cucumber Melon is back. The fragrance notes on this: crisp cucumber, watery honeydew, summer cantaloupe, sparkling grapefruit, and sheer woods. Now it's funny because I don't like this fragrance in the candle format, but I do like it in body care. Now this again, taking me right back. I told my husband, I said, this is the summer of 1999 for me. I was between my freshman and sophomore years of high school. I just remember all of us wearing this. I mean, I felt like you couldn't go anywhere and not smell this fragrance if you were a teenager at that time. So just a lot of fun, happy memories with that. And so those were the 4 that I picked up from the 90s collection. And rounding out this haul, I did, of course, pick up a couple of candles. Actually, I was a good girl, you guys. I only picked up 3 candles because there were really only 3 fragrances that appealed to me. So, and one of them, to be honest with you, I'm on the fence about. I'm not really sure if I love it and if I'm going to keep it. So the first fragrance that I picked up is the candle form of one of the body care items that I picked up. It is Mahogany Coconut. I find that I like to burn some of these richer, deeper fragrances at nighttime. So during the day, I'm burning a lot of the like fruity, tropical scents. But when nighttime comes around, I want something a little bit more sophisticated, but not yet quite gourmand or anything like that. I just want something a little bit heavier, a little bit maybe sexy. I don't know. Can I say that on YouTube? I think I can. But anyways, the fragrance notes on this are creamy coconut, mahogany woods, English lavender. Now, I am not somebody who likes mahogany teak wood. That's not a fragrance for me. If you love it, great, but it's not for me. So it surprised me that when I smelled this one, that I really enjoyed it. Again, I already described this fragrance in the body care. It smells very similar to the body care to me. You know, sometimes the candles you get and they smell different, but this on cold sniff smells similar. Now these are the thinner wicks with kind of that metal core, so we will see how they perform for me. Bath & Body Works candles, we know, are hit and miss in terms of performance for me, but I'm excited to light this one up pretty soon. I see myself burning this one with maybe Kringle's Sea Breeze to kind of get that more of that coconut tropical vibe. Maybe the vanilla ice cream from Homeworks. But I really like this one. You do get that richness of mahogany, but again, there's a little bit of that sweet coconut in the background. I really like that fragrance. All right, and then I purchased 2 of the mashup candles. I believe one of these are new. You guys, I am not the best Bath & Body Works historian here. I'm not sure if the other one is a re-release from last year. So this first one is Island Margarita and Vanilla Bean. So the fragrance notes on this are Island Mango, Madagascar Vanilla Bean, and Sea Salt, which I think is a little bit strange because that they list those as the notes, because my nose, I do pick up some mango in here, but I also detect lime, and I don't see a lime note listed here, but I do smell lime. Now there is a little bit of creaminess to this, and I think that's from the Vanilla Bean. I go back and forth on whether or not I like this one. It's funny because I initially smelled this, it was the day before SAS started. I was actually in Newport Beach with my daughter on a little girls trip, and we had popped into the Bath & Body Works at Fashion Island. And I sniffed it and I was like, wow, I love that scent, love it, love it. Then it's strange because it got delivered to my house. You know, I placed my SAS order the first day of the sale, which was the next day. It took a little while for them to ship it. And when I opened it up in my house, I was like, ooh, there's a note in here that I'm not so sure about. I think it's mango. Like I have told several people that mango is a note for me that sometimes it doesn't hit me right. I don't know what it is about mango. Sometimes it almost has like a cat urine smell to my nose, and it's like a sour scent. And every once in a while when I open this up on cold sniff, I'll smell that. And then other times I don't. Other times I'm like, oh, that smells like a nice lime vanilla scent. In fact, when I initially smelled this in the store, I thought it reminded me a lot of, if you like Yankees key lime coconut donut, it reminded me a little, it's not the same, but it reminded me of that. And I thought, oh, that would be a nice fragrance that would complement that one if I'm burning them from room to room. But I don't know, you guys, let me know. This is also another one that has the thinner wicks with the metal core. You guys let me know if you have purchased this one and burned it. Should I keep it? Should I exchange it? Let me know what I should do with this one. I think for the sake of my channel, I will go ahead and keep it and burn it and keep you guys updated. But yeah, I don't know how much I love that one. All right, and then the one that I love the most is the new mashup of Marshmallow Fireside and Black Cherry Merlot. Fun fact, I don't like Black Cherry Merlot on its own. It's not a fragrance. I don't really tend to gravitate towards cherry fragrances, but the fragrance notes in this are toasted marshmallow, crystallized amber, wild black cherries, velvety red wine. Now, ooh, this is good, you guys. I smell a lot of that sweetness from marshmallow. That's the first thing I get in here. Tiny bit of smokiness, you know, that would be that Marshmallow Fireside. But the cherry in here really blends nicely with that marshmallow. I feel like the marshmallow note in here cuts down on the super sweetness of cherry. I don't detect like a wine note in here. Wine would, to me, when I think of like a wine smelling candle, there would be like a richness to it. I'm not really a big wine drinker, so I guess maybe I just have a perception in my mind what a wine like would smell like, or I don't know. But this is very, very nice. This, if you like Marshmallow Fireside, or I would even say I don't like Black Cherry Merlot, and I actually really like this. This, I think, was a really good idea. Again, one of those things that you're like, wow, how do they come up with some of these blends that apparently there's a lot of noses out there that know what they're doing. But this is a very nice blend. I did actually purchase 2 of these. Now, these ones are the thick tree stump wicks. So again, we'll see how they perform for me. But I am excited to try an additional, I don't want to say mashup, but my friend Connor over at Connor Loves Candles, make sure that you are subscribed to his channel because he has a lot of great home fragrance content over there. He said that he really enjoys burning this one and the Palo Santo Vanilla. He says it gives a very like evening sultry vibe. So I'm really excited to burn those together. So that is it for my haul. It's, again, nothing too wild and crazy. I think I spent under $100. At this point, I don't really see myself purchasing anything more at Bath & Body Works during the sale, but I also never say never. I would love it if they would release some of their fall candles before SAS is over, but I'm not holding my breath. But let me know in the comment box down below, did you purchase any of these products? Do any of these 90s body care products just trigger memories for you? I would be curious to know. Don't forget that if you liked this video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. And I just want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. Until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.